Hey FOMO fam, welcome back to another wave-making episode of the FOMO Summer Special. But today's guest is someone who blends style, strategy, and serious Web3 smarts. She's a community leader, a voice of empowerment, and force in the blockchain scene. Give it up for the one and the only. They told me that I look like her. Cristina Najera. Hi, Cristina. How are you feeling today? You look very beautiful. You're stunning. You're wearing red. Happy birthday to you. How are you?
Thank you, Krista. I'm very good. I'm very happy to be here. We met few months, I think almost a year ago.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy to come back and to see how your podcast is doing and to add more value to it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for granting this podcast. And I know you're very busy. What's keeping you busy this, it's summer.
Yes, well, I think I'm very excited because now the crypto space is booming. We have a lot of people coming into the space. Bitcoin just reached the all-time high.
Yeah.
Ethereum just reached the all-time high. So I feel now people are paying more attention. Even though now that the prices are higher, we should not buy. So it's something that it is not financial advice, but logically, you buy when it's low and you sell when it's high. So just keep that in mind and just, do your own research.
Yes, it's true. Do your own research. And Cristina, can you please tell us, how did your Web3 journey begin?
Yes, actually, it was something very interesting. I was not looking for it. I was studying business and one of my classmates was very obsessed with crypto. He was like talking about it all the time. He even created a crypto club at college. And
What year was that?
this was 2018.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I was curious about it. I'm a very curious person in general. I think curiosity is one of my biggest strengths because once I want to know about something, I go and I research, and I love ChatGPT now because you can learn so much so fast.
What is the first token that you buy?
Well, the first one that I understood and I got the idea of what crypto is about was Bitcoin.
Of course.
Yes.
And how much was that when you first bought it?
It was at around $6,000. One Bitcoin. So now one Bitcoin is 120,000 around that. So I can't believe if you told me this when I bought it at 6,000, I would have just bought a lot. Yes. And like sometimes you feel like, oh, it's a lot of money, 6,000, but now like 120, it's a lot. And people speculate that this will go higher. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited to be in this moment where, we can see the transformation of crypto, of technology, and we can experience firsthand.
Do you think Bitcoin will reach 500 this year?
500,000?
Yeah. Maybe not this year or in the next few years.
I hope so. Yeah. I will love that.
Okay. Was there a moment when you thought, okay, this is the future? Like, I'm all in.
Yes, I think that's what makes me so excited and so interested about it, because when I really understand crypto is when I understood self-custody. And since I was young, I wanted to invest my money, but the companies told me I need to have certain amount. I need to be 18 years old. And I was like, why? I want to start learning why there are so many barriers to enter this space. And then when I discovered crypto, I was like, wow, now I can become my own bank. I can borrow, I can lend, I can keep my assets under my power. So that's when I realized that this is something that will be useful for everyone.
Yeah, that's the power of crypto. And let's talk about Najera Ventures and how it started.
Yeah, so I started Najera Ventures because I felt in Dubai we have lots of resources, and I wanted to connect people with that needed these resources, not only money-wise, but we have such an amazing leadership that here they are very open to projects, very open to different initiatives, and they empower entrepreneurs to come here and to keep their companies growing. So I feel that I wanted to be that space where they can understand more about Dubai, understand more about the culture, understand how you can come and expand your business.
For those who doesn't know, Najera Ventures, how it started. Now, can you please can you walk us through what does Najera Ventures do?
Yes. So at Najera Ventures, we help companies to first expand their business into the UAE. Second, is go-to-market strategy. So understanding what are you creating and to who is your target audience, and creating good content so you can translate those sometimes in crypto very hard to understand terms.
It's true.
Very easy to understand terms that people who are your target audience can go and get your product or can get more familiar with what you are doing so they can buy your product.
Yeah, even us in the Philippines, it's really hard to explain what is crypto and like some terms or anything. The Filipinos. What I really loved about like you and me, your nationality is
Yes.
Filipino. Not really. Tell us, you're Mexican.
People try to guess like many nationalities, and this is my favorite question.
Yes.
A lot of people have many ideas.
Yeah.
But I'm originally from Ecuador, and I'm not mixed. Like my parents are from there, and I'm very proud of it.
And we share some same language. Like, in the Philippines, we say, like, what do you call this table? What's the word in your language?
We use mesa.
Mesa, yeah.
Silla.
Silya, chair.
Yes.
What else? Leche flan. Do you know leche flan?
Yes. Also casa.
Yeah, a house.
Yes.
Tinidor. Is it right? Yeah, ni tenedor. Tinidor.
Same.
Fork. Yeah, what I really love about it. So, anyway, you wear so many hats. Which role excites you the most right now?
Right now, what I love to do is to really understand more about the macroeconomics, because I feel crypto is about understanding what's happening in the world. It's something very interesting because now we have politics involved, we have economics involved. So really reading and understanding about human behavior, why they choose certain things, how they use money. I'm reading a book called The Psychology of Money that I highly recommend. And it's very interesting how people use money in different ways, and how somebody who you may think has no money is very wealthy because he understood how to use their money. Yeah. So I love that. I love that crypto gives you lots of ways to explore the technology.
Is your country crypto friendly?
Well, to be honest, I haven't explored that because when I go there, it's just to see my family and my friends. I hope so. I hope in the future we are as El Salvador.
Yeah.
We are like open to Bitcoin and all of the other cryptos.
Even as in the Philippines, we're not that yet, crypto friendly yet. Some of the exchanges were banned, and until now we have more exchanges that were banned as well. OKX, Mexi. Well, I hope everything will be okay. Well, you're a strong advocate for women in Web3. What changes have you seen, and what still needs to work?
Well, I think with Web3, what needs to be done is to make sure people truly understand what crypto is all about. And I think explaining this to everyone in simple terms is one of the easiest ways, because if we want everyone to understand crypto, it must be in a very simple way.
Yes, it's true. What advice do you give women who want to break into the blockchain space?
Well, I think for us is very fun because we love to explore and we like to see how we can help. I think women have this instinct to be supportive and to be creative, and crypto needs lots of that because Web3 is based in communities. We have all the coins with communities, and as women, we like to bring people together, other people, and then creating these spaces where people can really create communities and support each other.
Yeah, it's true. Women empowering women. Speaking of women, do you have any advice for women who's actually dating a crypto guy as well? It's actually far from the topic, but I just want to know because I've seen you in a lot of places and I haven't seen Cristina, with somebody.
I think one of the biggest advice I could give, whether you are dating a crypto bro or any other guy, is that as long as you are aligned with the purpose and the values, everything will go well, because sometimes we might think, oh, just because he's in crypto, he's this or that. But at the end of the day is how you align with him and what life do you want to build for yourself. So just be very aware of what you want, what you like, what are your values, and what's your purpose.
Okay, and is Cristina dating a crypto guy?
Well, I think this is something that we can keep for maybe the next podcast.
Okay, there's the characteristics that you are looking for in a guy. What are those?
Oh, I love this question.
You like TDH, tall, dark, and handsome? How about you?
For me, I think the most important thing is what's his purpose and if he's living it, and family oriented. Yeah, I'm Latin, so I love being in a family, and for me that's very important. And then I would say that we have the same values. In general, we can have the same lifestyle. We can
have a religion. Well, does it even affect somebody's religion into your...
I believe in God. Everything I do is because of God. So for me, I think that will be very important as well.
Okay, so Cristina is single, I think. Is she?
What do you think, guys? Put in the comments.
Okay, so now let's talk about the summer and trends. So what's the most exciting project or trend that you've seen this summer?
This summer, I think it's about making people understand more about crypto. And I love this content of Coinbase. They are doing such an amazing job creating very interesting content and very viral content. And I think also something very important I am very eager to share is about self-custody.
Yes.
I believe when people understand that you owning your assets, you having the control of your assets is what really crypto is about. It's not just about making lots of money. It's about you understanding that you can have your own money, you have control over it, and you can lend and you can borrow. It's the base of crypto. So I really want everybody to understand this, because once they get that, they will get more curious about how crypto works, how Bitcoin, why the price of Bitcoin is going this high and why Ethereum is going this high, how the institutions are using these coins.
What can you say about the real world assets? Now they're tokenizing everything. What are your comments about that?
Well, this is one of my favorite topics because I started working with Algorand around 2 years ago. And one of the reasons I love Algorand is because I really got involved in the real world assets. And I really understood how crypto can be very useful for things that you may even know that they are using crypto, right? Yeah. So they have a project called Lofty where you can buy a portion of a house for $50. And it's amazing because most of the people don't have like $1 million just to own 20 years old, right? You have 50. So you can start with that, and then you can see how $50 can give you returns. And then you start thinking, okay, how can I invest more? And then you build your mindset to start investing more and to understand how it works. No financial advice, of course.
Of course. That's the first thing to say, no financial advice. Let's talk about AI.
Oh, yes.
Aren't you scared of AI?
To be honest, I have been watching content about it, and I have been like my Instagram feed is
Oh, AI.
full of AI, and I'm like, what's happening? You know, like why to me? You know, I'm not the girl who is like constantly looking for AI things. So for me, it's very interesting, and I'm very curious how the future will be.
Imagine that you're dating an AI. Well, like when you go out of this room, the gasoline boy is a robot. I mean, like the server is a robot. Everything now is AI. Are you scared about that or no? It's just, you think they are helpful or they're not?
I think humans will be always something very valuable. And of course, I think, for example, the person who is putting the petrol on your car, if it's a robot, that's fine, because I feel like this person could be doing so much, you know, with his life if he has a different job, doing what he really loves instead of just putting gas on a car.
Oh yeah, I remember there's another AI as well, the one who's fixing the lashes. Have you seen that one? No, you haven't seen that one yet? Oh my god. I don't remember where's that? Which country was that? But yeah. Even serving coffee. But anyway, is it scary for you or no? Like,
To be honest, I always try to see the positive side of things. And I think AI could free us from tasks that are very repetitive so we can keep creating other things. We need to be aware of the use of AI, and we need to be very careful on how we use it. We shouldn't replace AI for humans. For example, I have seen people using AI as a therapist or as a best friend. So for me,
like even ChatGPT.
yes, I will always like appreciate my best friends, you know, instead of going to ChatGPT, I will go to my friends. So I think that's something that we consciously need to consider.
Yeah, and also there's a lot of AI who's actually like very helpful in crypto as well, right? Yeah. How do you read about it? Like, there's an application which you are not going to check your cryptos when it's like all the time. It's like, it's the AI who will do it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's application like that. Let's talk about it later. Like,
Okay.
anyway, what's something in crypto you think people will regret ignoring right now?
Well, I think just understanding how it works, understanding why the governments now are very eager to implement, and just to make sure they get the idea on how they can enter, because I feel you can read a lot about it, and I think doesn't matter what you know, what matters is what you do with it. So just taking action and always doing your own research is very important, because crypto have changed lives of many people around the world. Especially in Dubai, we see people who move from all over the world because they got money from crypto. But at the same time, a lot of people lose money. So I think understanding why people make money and why others don't, it's very crucial.
Have you personally experienced FOMO on a project, and how did it turn out? Like, I wish I bought that.
Yeah, I think we all have experienced FOMO, because we see when the coin is up and then we like, oh, I should have bought that. However, if the price is high already, I wouldn't buy because I know it's too late. But sometimes we think it will keep going higher. But that's when you need to be very self-aware and keep your self-control, because you know that this is emotional buying. So I think in general, I try to avoid emotional buying, even like if I like something like clothes or anything that I don't need, I say, okay, no. So I think making sure you plan your finance well, it's very useful in crypto as well, because you know that you need to buy when it's low and you need to sell when it's high. That's it.
So what project was that you wish you bought it? And it turns out that, you know,
I wish I bought more Bitcoin when it was $6,000, like many Bitcoins at a time, but we cannot predict the future, right? So,
But I said it's still early if you buy a Bitcoin in $100,000. Oh, that's what Maria said. It's too early.
well, yeah, if we look at the long term and if you understand the charts, because I have a friend who always tells me that I need to understand how gold was in the beginning when it just starts and how Bitcoin is now. So he likes to compare both. And I think, yes, if we see that, we are early. However, you also need to understand how politics works, how economy works, and all of those macroeconomic aspects play a huge role on the price. So you need to really understand lots of things. And I know it can sound very boring and very something that you wouldn't want to do. But if you have time now, instead of scrolling instead of scrolling on social media, you could be learning about these things because it could really.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. Yes. And you should follow her because she have a lot of, educational, more about crypto. And what are the tokens or is there any tokens that you regret buying?
Yes, 100%. I already that. To be honest, I was very curious about meme coins.
Yeah. Are you into meme coins as well, or you're...
No, not really Bitcoins. I understood the concept, which, again, it was very useful because I understand that some people, some tokens have investment from big VCs and other cryptos like meme coins have no investment and people can make lots of money with it, but it's huge risk. So yeah, meme coins, I wouldn't recommend to anyone, to be honest, because now it's people who are there are people who are very, very into it, who are like 24/7 in front of the computer. And you if you are trying to come and like trying to just buy something expecting it will go higher, I don't think it will work. And this could work for people who are putting a lot of time and effort and who also have alpha, which is like information that it's very like inside information.
So what token was that? And you regret?
There are many, but Trump was one of them because I discovered it very early, thanks to a group that I was in. But I bought it.
What's the market cap?
I discovered when it was 5 billion. And then I was so excited because I bought just $100, and then it was $6. Yes.
Yeah.
And it grew so fast. And then I was with my mom that weekend. I remember I was walking into the mall, and then she was here that time. Yes.
Yeah.
And then, I was just enjoying my weekend, but then like I had FOMO again because everybody was talking about it. I saw how much my money grew.
Yeah.
And then I bought it when it was too high again. And then it was a disaster, guys. No financial advice because this is like something that you shouldn't play with your money. I think money is something very, something that you work for, or in something that is very useful, that you need to be very aware where do you use it. You could use this money to spend a good time with family, to buy something for someone, to help others. So be very aware on how are you spending your money because it reflects who you are.
It's true. It's true. Again, this is not financial advice. Have you heard of Satoshi?
Yes, of course. I went to one of your events and it was nice.
So did you check the application as well or not yet?
Not yet. I saw it when it was on the computer.
Oh, now you can actually download it now. Okay. And if you want to know more about Web3 space, and if you could actually check your name if it was there, because it focuses on Web3 space. So Maria tried it, and even me, I tried it as well. My name was there, and you should download it and try it.
Okay, yeah, for sure. I love to do that on ChatGPT as well.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Cristina. And now what's next for you? And do you have any events or any launches or collaborations that we should look out for?
Well, I think the crypto space is very exciting, and I'm looking forward to go to Singapore.
Let's see there.
Yes, I will be supporting a huge project. I cannot Yeah, share it with you guys. That's okay. A lot of things in crypto, you need to keep it in secret until it's out.
Yeah, that's true.
You keep building on the background. So if you're in Singapore, come to say hi. And yes, for me, it's just keep learning more. I think crypto is a place where you never understand everything. You need to keep learning every day, and everything change. So I'm just excited to see how this year unfolds with all the new regulations and all the institutions coming into the space.
For sure. It's 2025. A lot of things going to happen here in Dubai as well.